Hello, it's Jonathan here, DJ Puff the Third. What's that on my hat? Yes, it's backwards, but it does in fact say hype. And I am pretty hyped right now because I'm checking out some old graffiti from the late 90s. And I'm back at a place I've been there before quite a few years ago when I was going through the stage of just looking for stuff. And I've returned. It's a bit different now. Seems to be a few extra fences up. There's a fence behind me that appears to be new. That wasn't there before. I had to get in the other end, but I can't really say where it is. I'm next to a railway, but I can't really say where it is because these pieces are just too precious, really. There's not really much historic graffiti around now, not since the pre-2012 Olympic buff in 2010. About that time, I just went stupid in 2010, but these, thankfully, are totally out of the way. They're not necessarily visible to the railway, so that's probably why they haven't been touched, because you can't really see them from the railway. There's too much growth. Anyway, we'll swing it round and we'll take a look at these old pieces. They're a bit faded now, even more faded than when I was here last time. Very faded. The first one is Nome, N-O-M-E, Nome. I'm as zoomed out as I can be at the moment. I can't really get out any further, and the ground has deteriorated round the back here. There's a lot more old ivy and stuff. And the next one, is J.A., which is basically Mr. Sir's brother. So this is Saaf Lunden. We've got Nome, and next to that we've got FDC. So these are at least 1997, 98 my guess. They could even be as early as 96, but I don't know about that. There's another one next to it. So we've got Nome and J. This is pretty exclusive. I've been meaning to do this for quite some time. And the next one is almost invisible now. Practically invisible. But that was Take, T-A-K-E, but it's very hard to see now. They're very faded. Another one, next to it, Cosa, yes, King Cosa. Kos, or King Cosa. See if we can see, no, it's very faded. This is it, is them three in particular, especially Take has almost disappeared now. But there's Cosa, C-O-Z or Z-A. It's basically a star. The A is a star or something. Or Cos, C-O-Z with a star. Very faded. I've got pictures somewhere. You can see there was something even older on top. The next one, in fact the next four are the best ones, and these are big names of the FDC days. Not sure about the one at the end, but it's very familiar. Not so much so familiar with the one at the end, but this next one, oh my god, brilliant. And this is a big name in London graffiti, Saaf Lunden graffiti. Anyway, we'll switch it round and we'll take a look at the next one. Brilliant. brilliant example, and it's still pretty strong on the wall. What do we have? Oh, see if I can get further back again. Oh, Sir, it's Mr. Sir. Oh my God. Oh my God, yes. Oh no, at the bottom, it looks like oh no. You have Mr. Sir, flipping heck. I did do a bit of gardening the last time I revealed it all, and it looks like it has grown up again, and then it's been cut from the base. But look at the colour on that, and this is what, 96 to 98, I'd guess. Fantastic. Oh my God, dead ivy, brilliant. Mr. Sir, Cram, Mad Juveniles, and that was in the late 80s, so Sir's been going a long time. Wow, and we go for the next one. Oh dear, again I'll have to stand over here. Con, or Kons, K-O-N, and again this particular paint seems to have been a good batch, a good strong batch, because these have been here since the mid to late 90s. K-O with the spade and N, tiny little arrow at the end there. I'm not seeing any dates on them, but I'm pretty sure they're about 97, 98. And this next one is a bit sad really, because this one is a fallen soldier. Dier FDC. This is D-I-A-R, and this style must put it around 1997, 98. D-I-A-R, Dier, Johnny Raine, R.I.P. Johnny Raine. Oh dear, what a classic example of a piece by Dier. ICS, FDC, possibly more. Brilliant. There's one more at the end here. One I'm not particularly familiar with, but I know that it's recognisable, but it's the same crew. In fact, that end of the building is sort of bowed out a bit. Char. C-H-A-R. And no, I'm not really familiar with that one so much. As well as Ray, R-A-E. I think Ray's come back. There's one at Beulah Spa, Ray, and Ray came back with Venger. When Venger came back, Ray came back as well. Char. Great historic graffiti, Saaf Lunden. And I think we'll take another look at what we've seen. The ones at the other end are very faded. Pebble Dash, I think, is the best. The other end doesn't seem to be Pebble Dash, and I think that's possibly why they've faded. It's not quite the same surface. Char. Johnny Raine, or Dier FDC. Con, or Kons. Sir. Mr. Sir. A very faded Cos. You can see where you got the pebble dash here. It's a different surface, and the paint has stuck a bit longer on that surface rather than in this, which has lost all its pebble dash. And it's probably different render as well, and that may be one of the reasons why it didn't last there. Cosa. Take that is virtually invisible. I think the light dropping has helped a bit, but it's still virtually invisible. J, which is Sir's brother, J.A, and Nome. Nome. I don't remember this at the end, this extra bit, but I might be wrong. It's a chilled spot, a very chilled spot, but it's not visible from the railway. And there's a gate here, a new gate. Pretty sure this is a new gate. It actually opens. I didn't have to go around the other side. I could have just opened the gate. Oh well. Possibly a path at the back here, but no. That's it. That is it. But they've been protected because they're not necessarily visible from the railway, and now they're totally cut off, which is good. But as I said, in time they will disappear, especially the ones this end. The surface is different, the render's different, and they're falling off. The other end, the render and there's still pebble dash and they're sticking to it. So we'll have another look at the better ones at the other end that haven't faded, and then I think we'll call it. Look at that. Oh my god, that Sir piece is so sick. So fresh. Almost as fresh as the day it was done. Look at this yew tree here, look. This yew, it must have been here when I last came. But just shows this yew tree is gonna grow up. And it will mask this Sir piece eventually. If it's lasted this long, it's going to last a few more years. Kons. Dier. R.I.P. Johnny Raine. I went to his funeral. It was about 2010-11. I went to his funeral. And there was so many writers there. I know Sir was there, Swag was there. All kinds. I don't remember, obviously, it was a long time ago. But Swag was there, first time I met Swag. Ashbo VTZ. She kept all the blokes in line, all the KC boys. Char. Dier. Kons. Sir. Fantastic wall. Well, I think I'm going to make a move now. This is a video I've been meaning to make for a long time. There is more FDC day pieces and others at Beulah Spa, but that might take a bit of gardening. Already done it once, but there's some really nice pieces there as well. But I'll have to do more gardening, I should imagine. Anyway, thanks for joining me. if you want to see any of the pieces, if you like graffiti, or when you're in South London, or just the history of it, just go back and stop it, and you can see, you can look at them a bit longer. Anyway, gonna make a move now. And we'll catch you on the next video. Bye for now.